Hi, this is Mike Sareini of this edition of Meet Your Counsel. And this morning we're joined with one of our Dearborn librarians, Henry Fisher. Henry, thanks for being with me this morning.
Thanks so much for having me on.
Of course. So we're talking today about the big read. So can you give us a little information about that? Because this is like the fourth time we have participated as a librarian.
That's right. We've gotten the grant again.
Right.
With the library, and this time it's focused on the book Lab Girl by Hope Jahren. And in the book, it's like a science memoir where she studies trees and plants. So we want to try to focus on it from like a nature perspective.
And that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell our viewers where we're at, since you got a better take of it.
We're at the Environmental Interpretive Center on the campus of the University of Michigan, Dearborn.
Excellent, excellent. So that's a lot of the nature is the focus of the book. But also we have a lot of community sponsors that help this program come along.
Yeah,
so let me talk a little bit about that.
We've got so many. We've got the Henry Ford Museum. We're gonna have the kickoff there on March 7th, 2020 at 11 a.m. where we're gonna have free copies of the books. We're gonna try to have seeds, and we've got so many other partners. The Arab American National Museum is gonna do a program and a book discussion, and we've got the Dearborn Community Fund, the Dearborn Public Schools. Books will be available March 7th at the kickoff, and then we're going to have the program run through April to the 25th, where we're going to have a wrap-up, and we're going to have someone from the city actually who's one of the city tree trimmers, Scott Racer. I believe he's a certified arborist.
Yeah, he is an arborist, that's right.
And he's going to do like a presentation on the importance of trees, planting them in your area. And I heard that Dearborn is a tree city.
We are a tree city, USA,
so
absolutely.
We're going to try to, just emphasize that, and we're going to try to plant a tree at the final ceremony, an oak tree.
That's excellent. That's a great idea. That's a very good idea. And yes, we are a tree city. We did talk a little bit about the grants. Everything unfortunately costs money to do, and it's been great that the staff at our libraries have been incredible. You guys have been able to get the grant every other year and the fourth year in a row. Because without that, even the community sponsors, the grant is so important to help us get these books out to the people and let them be participating in it and be able to read it.
Yeah, we want to try to emphasize the importance of reading, nature, and science.
Absolutely, yeah. And today, so many of us are using our phones and getting the information off the internet, which is good too, but there's really no substitute to that paper book, right?
Yes, we want to try to have paper copies of the books, and we want to also offer it in an ebook format too, if people want to read it that way too.
That's great. Did we have that before, the ebook before?
We've had it for I think it was the previous one.
The previous one.
Where we want to try to reach out to everyone, even if say you're not a reader, because like everyone has different ways of learning. That's true. And if you want to come and watch a movie about it, we're going to try to have movies that get people into the theme too of nature and science. So
excellent. So Henry, as we mentioned, the grant process is a big deal, and Dearborn has been able to have been selected as a winner of the grant 4 times. So do you have give us some idea on what it takes to win this grant?
I think a lot of it has to do with our strong partnerships. I think with our partners and a lot of the staff members, Dearborn administration, Mary Ann Bartles, Julie Schaefer, who are working on it.
So when they see the grant, they really see that it's more than just
they see the staff
it's a community event. I mean, obviously it's working because we've run it 4 times in a row. So Henry, I mean, I know the book has a lot of meanings, and there's a lot that our community has to offer. What importance do you think this brings to our community? I mean, how much do you think this really makes a difference to the community?
I think people will get something out of it, because I think they can get something by coming to these great organizations we have, like the Environmental Interpretive Center on the University of Michigan campus, and to see this trail where we probably have a program around here, and to see the Henry Ford Museum, to see the Arab American National Museum, and also to emphasize the importance of nature and science and trees, to just think about that. I think this book has made me think about trees in a different way and think about them more, like our relationship with trees and how important they are to our survival.
Absolutely, and that's a great point, Henry. And what's important too is is that you guys at the library are also doing a tremendous job of making sure that you disseminate this information. So like, as you said, if they can't read the book or just don't read it, they have an e-copy, they have a movie. You're having a way to bring to reach almost everybody, and I think that's why it's been so successful.
We so much appreciate the support of the mayor, who's been a big supporter of this, and city council, who's been supporting this every year. And without your support, I don't think this would happen.
We appreciate that.
And I think they see that with the grant. They see the support of the mayor and the city council, and I think other libraries might apply and they might not have that.
And that's
if
a good point.
They see that, then that's a big factor, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a great point, and we really do appreciate it. But it's like the mayor said, you know, one Dearborn, we're all together, and I'll tell you what, the nature, and we are very fortunate to have these type of areas in our community. So I think this book really hits it out of the park, because we are a tree city, but we also have some beautiful walking trails, and people in today's life, and you know, we get back to the city, you know, we have seen people wanting to be more active living and do more things outside. I mean, that's just, and this actually brings it all together. So I want to thank you, Henry, and the library for bringing this, and I'm glad this was, I think this is going to be a great event, and hopefully we'll see you in March at the kickoff.
Thank you so much.
This is Mike Sareini, this edition of Meet Your Council.